capital has reported a huge jump in malaria cases this year so far, with infections jumping nearly 55% compared to the corresponding period last year. Now, with over 100 cases so far this month, Delhi has reported the highest number of malaria incidents in the past 5 years. The capital, in fact, has seen 587 malaria cases this year. Of these, 157 cases have been reported in October. In contrast, only 37 cases were reported in October last year. Now, 75 in 2022, 47 in 2021, and 34 in the year of 2020. The Delhi government is taking proactive measures to combat the rise in cases by enhancing testing protocols, intensifying field actions in hotspot areas, and fostering community awareness. In fact, the government is undertaking multiple activities to raise awareness and encourage preventive measures against mosquito bites, particularly that is after rainfall, which creates a stagnant water condition conducive to mosquito breeding, that is. Now, it is pertinent to note that there have been no deaths attributed to malaria in Delhi this year. This contrasts with previous years when one fatality was reported each in 2020, 2022 and 2023. Taking those points across to Kritika Tiwari, my colleague. Kritika, this is a cause of concern, but what's a key directive that we'd have to understand given steps need to be taken to combat the situation?
That's right. The latest what we're hearing from the MCD Delhi is that yesterday they did conduct inspections along different construction sites, and they have identified breeding hotspots as well. And those places were served a legal notice, as well as punitive action was also taken forward. Now, what we're also learning as far as malaria cases are concerned, see, last year, in total, we saw 426 malaria cases being reported. And by mid-October this year itself, the cases have exceeded, they've crossed the 500 mark. And what we also need to note is that barring last year, for the last 5 years, in fact, malaria cases have been well over 300 for the entire year. So this is a growing cause of concern. And so are the number of cases of dengue. Now, dengue also, last week when we were reporting, we said that in the first week itself, we had 485 cases of dengue. And now again, in the second report that has come out, 472 cases of dengue have also been recorded, which means in the first 15 days of October, over 900 cases of dengue are being reported in the national capital. So this is the extent of the problem that we're dealing with. Dengue, of course, the cases are lesser than what we had recorded last year, but it is still concerning. We've also heard reports of how private fumigation is also being resorted to as a proactive measure that some residents are taking. Now, what we will make sure going forward is that the Delhi government is also ramping up their efforts in order to fumigate hotspot areas and in order to also identify these places. Over to you.
Right, Ritika, thank you for getting us an overall perspective and, of course, the key directives that have been taken in terms of the situation. But for the moment, we'd have to leave the conversation at that.